Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hey, I'm back with another episode of Sports Picks with Big Zay. I'm going to give you all my NFL picks for Sunday, October 9th, 2022. We're going ahead and jump right into it. We got a lot of games today. The first game, we got the Steelers taking on the Bills. And in this one, I'm going to take the Steelers plus 14. You know, before you take this line, really look at this game. The Bills, there's not going to be no Tre'Davious White playing. No Poyer, no Micah Hyde, no Dawson Knox, no Tremaine Edmonds. They got a lot of injuries in this Bills lineup. It's Pickett's first start with the Steelers. I'd like to see how he gonna handle this. I'm gonna take Steelers plus 14. Next game, we got the Chargers taking on the Browns. And in this one, I'm going to take the Browns on the money line at plus 105. You know, the Chargers, no Keenan Allen, no Joey Bosa, no Jalen Guyton. So that's it's no Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert's favorite receiver besides Mike Williams. You know, Mike Williams really going to be this by himself besides a couple of them guys going to step up. You know, Jalen Guyton, one of them guys that come off the bench. So now your backups hurt and your starting receivers hurt with no Joey Bosa. I think the Browns can get this. I think that with no Joey Bosa, Nick Chubb has a big day. I'm going to take Browns plus 105. Next game, we got the Bears taking on the Vikings. And I think this is a defensive game. I'm going to take the under 44. Next game, we got the Lions taking on the Patriots. You know, in the Patriots, no Mac Jones. We get to see Brandon Zappi. And, you know, Zappi kind of went off against Green Bay, but I kind of feel like Green Bay was really planning for Mac Jones. They don't have no film on Zappi. Zappi kind of came in there and just shocked everybody. But, you know, I'm not going to buy that just yet. I'm going to take the Lions at plus money, plus 135. I think it's a lot of upsets today. The Lions' #1 offense in the whole NFL. Only reason why they reckon they better is because their defense. So I'm going to take Lions plus 135. Next game, we got the Seahawks versus the Saints. And in this one, I'm going to take the Seahawks too at plus 180. All big plus money plays. You know, the Saints, no Michael Thomas, no Jameis Winston, no Jarvis Landry. You know, so I know they're going to have to rely big on that defense. And, you know, the Seahawks still got Tyler Lockett, still got DK Metcalf, still got some of these people that can make plays. And I feel like that's going to be the X factor at the end of the game. You know, the Seahawks got all their superstars. Next game, we got the Dolphins taking on the Jets. You know, and I'm going to take Jets plus 3.5. I do think this is a field goal game. No Xavier Howard, no Tua Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's not 100%. He is questionable, even though they said he will play. Man, I'm going to take the Jets plus 3.5. Next game, we got the Falcons taking on the Buccaneers. And I am going to take Tampa Bay. I'm going to take Bucks, and I'm going to give up the spread. I'm going to give up 9. I'm scared to give up that 10 because, you know, I don't like to push. If the Bucks do win by 10, at least we get the win. I'm going to take Tampa Bay, and I'm going to give up the 9 points. Tampa Bay done lost back-to-back games. They lost to Green Bay without Mike Evans, without Chris Godwin. And then when they get everybody back, they lost to the Chiefs. And it wasn't like a bad loss, but Chiefs was blowing them out at one point. They lost 41-31. I don't think this Falcons offense is good enough to put up 40 points on the Bucks, but I think the Bucks offense is really good enough to put up 40 on the Falcons. I'm going to take Tampa Bay Bucks, give up the 9. Next game, we got Titans taking on Washington Commanders. And in this one, I'm going to take Titans on the money line. This ain't my favorite game just because it is an even game. It wouldn't surprise me if Washington upset them. I think the books really know something that we don't know because Washington is even with the Titans with Derrick Henry. So, you know, I'm going to just take a shot. I'm going to take Titans on the money line. Next game, we got the Texans taking on the Jaguars. And, you know, the Jaguars been good with Trevor Lawrence. The Jaguars have really been surprising everybody. I'm going to take the Jaguars, and I'm going to give up the 7. Texans, they really creeped up on the Colts this at the beginning of the season, you know, but Texans, in my opinion, really ain't that good. I'm going to take Jacksonville, give up the 7. Next game, we got the 49ers taking the Panthers. And, you know, in this one, I'm going to take Panthers plus 7. The spread is 6.5. And after watching 49ers blow out the Rams last week, I can definitely see why people be all over the 49ers. But something just don't seem right. They're only 6-point favorites. You know, they just beat the Super Bowl champions, and they beat the Super Bowl champions by 15 points. And you're coming in here against the Carolina Panthers team with Baker Mayfield as the quarterback that's just struggling so bad to get a win, and you're only 6-point favorites. Something just don't seem right. It seems just too good to be true to me. I think these books might know something. I'm going to take Panthers plus 7. Next game, we got the Eagles taking on the Cardinals. And I was really nervous about this game, you know, looking at all the analytics from the Eagles side to the Cardinals side. I really think this is going to be a really good NFL matchup. I'm just going to take the over. I think the Eagles can score. You know, Kyler Murray's a running quarterback. I don't think the Eagles can sack him. as much as they usually can with some of these quarterbacks that they've played. That's just non-factor with their that just non-inconsistent with their legs, But in this one, I'm gonna take the over 48 in the Eagles and the Cardinals game. Next game, we got the Cowboys versus the Rams. And boy, this is a crazy game. The spread went down. The spread was 6, now it's down to 5. The spread dropped the whole point. The books might be liking Dallas simply because their defense. Dallas is number 1 in QB pressures, number 1 in QB hits, top 5 defense in this league so far. They sacked the quarterback. They're number 2 in the NFL in sacks. And that's the thing about this Rams team. This Rams just give up a lot of sacks. Matthew Stafford leads the league in interceptions. They're just going to have to do something besides just throw it to Cooper Kupp all day. We're going to need some of these guys to get open. Like Tyler Higbee. You can't give Tyler Higbee 16 targets and then target Cooper Kupp 20 times and expect to win a game. It's just not going to happen. They need to get their running game operating, which is a big factor because Dallas Cowboys, that's their weakness when it comes to their defense. They do give up a lot of rushing yards per game, but this Rams team just simply doesn't run the ball that well. The over and under is 42. I think a lot of people are taking the under, and I can see why. I'm really looking at this game. And, same when the Cowboys went on the road against the Giants, the over and under was just 38. And I was like, man, that's just a little too low. And the final score with 23-16, it was 39. The over cashed by 1 point. We see the over and under at 42. And I just think that's still too low. I got the final score of this game 24-20, whether the Rams win or the Cowboys win, but 24-20, that's over 42. I'm gonna go over 42 in the Rams and the Dallas game. And for the last game of the day, we got the Bengals versus the Ravens, and I'm gonna smash the Ravens on the money line. Smash them. This might be my favorite game. Joe Burrow went off last year against the Ravens, and I just feel like the Bengals was a better team last year. The offensive line was better, even though he still took more sacks than anybody last year. I feel like the offensive line last year is better than what they got right now. They just can't simply keep Joe Burrow in the pocket for 2-3 seconds. He don't have no time to throw the ball. He's taking big sack numbers. And I think with this Ravens defense, with all their cornerbacks back, Marcus Peters, Humphreys, I think this Ravens defense is going to feast. They haven't won a home game yet. Both home games, upset losses. They was tied with the Bills, 4 minutes left right there, fourth down. They went for it right there by the goal line, didn't get it. Bills come, kick a field goal for the win. You take your last home game in the Dolphins. Y'all beating the Dolphins literally 28-7 at halftime. They come all the way back. Y'all just give up the game. I think this Ravens team is really good. Lamar Jackson is already the runner-up for the MVP race. Give me the Ravens on the money line. I'm happy smashing the Ravens today. I'm smashing. I feel like they got to win. They haven't won a home game yet. I feel like they come out strong. But it's been Sports Picks with Big Zay. If you want to get a part of Money Team, baby, give me a subscribe. Like this video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, go in the comments. Let me know who y'all like today. Let me know who y'all riding with. Y'all know we're family when it comes to the gambling world. This Sports Picks with Big Zay. Y'all take care.